Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Mhm. Uh, Last we left off, we just made our way north. I think trying to remember where we started. Yeah, I think we started at this campfire and just kind of made our way north. Yeah. Well, actually, I think we went this way to grab a metal flower that was back here. And there was another, I went further back in, and there was like a little something back here, like a little campsite, like a little tent, a bed, and whatnot. But there was no one back there, so I have a feeling we might find our way back here later on, maybe. Um, but we came back here and continued north. We grabbed the Bernute figure that was here. My initial plan was to go into Sunfall, this little town right here, but as we approached the what's his name? I don't think he said his name yet. I can't quite remember if he did, but he contacted us through our focus and pretty much advised us not to go into Sunfall lest we expose ourselves to the enemy, like basically tell him that we're still alive kind of thing. So I heeded his advice and made a kind of wide berth around it. Yep. Climbed up the little mountainside, grabbed the vantage point, and then just kind of continued heading north to this was a bandit camp. Nil was outside, so we talked to him. He helped us clear out the bandit camp, and then afterwards, well, considering it was the last bandit camp, he has something about what is it? Here it is. Cause for concern. Talk to Nil. Yeah, so he tells us to meet us down there for some reason. So I hope it's not what I think it is, but who knows? But yeah, that's basically all we did. Just traveled north, collecting collectibles along the way, tagging campfires, clear out the bandit camp with Nil. So between episodes, all I really did was buy and sell some stuff. Sold some resources, some modifications I didn't want. Bought some more potions. Little, particular health ones. Yep, and that was it, really. And for today, we're going to go down and talk to Nil. Find out the problem. I hope it's not what I think it is, and what I think it is a duel to the death kind of thing. I hope it's not. For all we know, it could be another special bandit camp that only appears during that one quest, but who knows? So I'll go down, talk to him, find out what he wants, and then afterwards we'll come back up here and continue heading north, until we get to the main quest here at Maker's End. Grab the campfire, grab the equipment that the mysterious helpers left for us. Come up here, grab the vantage point, try to clear out the corrupted zone, grab this ancient vessel, and then make our way in. Hopefully grab this vessel as well, because these two are the last ones in the base game. So once we have those two, we can have all the collectibles done with. Yeah, the only two left. The vantage points are collectibles, but I don't think we can turn them in for any reward. At least not that I'm aware of. But these cups, metal flowers, new figures, these can be turned in. We have turned in some, but I think I have three more sets to turn in. I think it's this set of flowers, this set of vessels, and this set of figures. So, yep. And then do the quest at Maker's End. That's the plan anyway. Whether we do it or not, we'll see. All right. And actually, before we go, I forgot to change some settings real quick, so I'll be right back.
Wish I could steal a moment like this every day.
Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to turn some things off, so, but we're good. So now, let's go talk to Nil, and hopefully it's not what I think it is. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot. I also went back to one of the trials. I don't know if I said it in the last episode or not, but I went back to this hunting ground, and I did manage to get the 2 Blazing Sun gold medals for those last 2 trials. So I do have all 15 Blazing Suns to gather the last weapons of the Lodge. So, so we will go and grab those, probably on our way back. We'll probably talk to Nil first and then come back to get those weapons and then continue north. So, I forgot about that. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It just, the Watcher one where you had to stealth kill the Watchers, that one was a little touch and go, because, but having the stealth equipment was helpful. Well, that's a nice place to spawn in. But having this outfit on, the Silent Hunter Heavy with the 2 stealth modifications, that helped a lot. So that's actually what we're currently using. I just have the Protector Heavy on the outside, although I probably should change it. I have a feeling we're going to be fighting here. All right, Nil. I hope it's not what I think it is.
Nil, I did wonder on my way here, well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better. There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How about we try to kill each other?
That's kind of what I thought.
Wait, you brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected.
I'd rather not duel him, but he's a cool guy, and I'd rather respect his wishes. Fine, we'll do it.
If this is how it has to end, Nil.
Everything does. Only, you are so conscientious. I wouldn't want to push you into something that wasn't genuine. Especially death. There's nothing more genuine.
That's very thoughtful of you.
He gives us a chance to back out if we want, but... nah, we'll respect Nil's wishes. Because I like him. He's cool.
Let's finish this.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Blinded. You're not dead? Wow. Again, because we were so over-prepared, the fight was nothing. Nil.
Oh, don't look so concerned. I should say, I always knew it would end this way. Since we first met. But if I'm honest, I thought I could take you.
Nil. I kind of figured it would end like this. All ragdoll, funky. Yeah. I guess he wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. Huh? At least we respected his wishes. That's what matters. Nope. Gotta grab all the loot. Well, he did offer us the way out, but it didn't seem right to go against what he wanted. All right. Kind of like an atone for his past sins or whatever, realizing he's a monster and had to be put down. But anyway, so that's the end of Nil. So now we head to the Hunter's Lodge, grab the last two of the Hunter Lodge weapons, check them out, see what they're all about. They are better than the base game ones you get, but not by much. It is an improvement, but it's not necessary. Alright, let's check out these weapons. I think one of them is a rope caster. I'm not quite sure what the other one is. Alright.
Hawk Bradavin Khan Padish.
Yeah.
And Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father.
Thank you.
What can I do for you today?
Let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters, all people to follow.
I'm trying to claim my rewards, Solana. Shut up.
How are the trials going for you? Have enough marks for a weapon yet?
I believe I have enough here. What next?
You got all the full and blazing suns. Many here say they could do it any time they want, but I'm still waiting. I'm happy to give you a Lodge rope caster and the Lodge war bow. You're going to make a lot of people jealous. Now I have nothing more to award you. Congratulations. You are a master hunter of the Lodge.
Ooh, it's a warbow and a rope caster. Camera. I was like on the desk, wasn't I? Alright. I'm not sure which one's which. I'm not sure which one is for the full suns and which one's the blazing suns. My guess is the rope casters for the full sun and the warbows for the blazing sun. That's my guess. But all right, let's see. Lodge rope caster and Lodge warbow. Yeah. Ooh, gold plated too. Nice. All right, so let's actually take out the mod so we can get a nice comparison. All right, so 50 and 150, 70 and 150. So this one will shoot rope casters much faster. Warbows 5, 25, and 50. 55. Okay, so higher elemental effects. So again, it's not much of a difference, but it is probably noticeable in the field. So definitely an upgrade. All right, so let's get our things back in. We want this one, a high tear. Another high tear with handling? Or just more tear? Yeah, let's put a little handling on there. Actually, just start handling. No damage, no damage on here. This one. That works. Alright. And for the warbow. Damage isn't really the point for the warbow. The warbow is more to inflict the hazards, like this one. Corruption, handling, and freeze. Handling is also important, but not quite as important as the elementals. Freeze and shock. Looks like just shock. Okay. That works. Nice. All right. Again, probably not much of a damage boost or whatever, but still something. All right, let's step outside, take a look at them. Yep. Gold plating. All right. All right. I wish there was an upgrade for the precision bow, but oh well. So we got those. Now we gotta go back north and head towards Maker's End. All right, so let's tag the waypoint so I know where I'm going. That way, okay.
It was Derval. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
All right, towards Maker's End. Yeah, and we'll grab any side quests along the way. I don't think there's any up here. I know there's some in Sunfall. I think one appeared on the map when we got close, but there shouldn't be too many left. At least I hope not. Hope there's not too many. Yeah, behemoths. No thanks. Although those look like ruins. Not really. Alright. I thought it was ruins. Alright. Ooh, there's a merchant. Alright. So there's a merchant up here. I don't think he has the armor I want, but we'll check him out. Or did we already pass him up? No, okay. Whew, I thought we did. Oh, there's something. Shattered kiln. That's this one? Yes, okay. I was wondering where that was. Okay. Stop getting distracted. Let's keep going north. Alright, merchant, do you have what I'm looking for? I doubt it. Yeah, you don't. No. I don't think we're going to get the armor until we get into Sunfall. Until we progress the main story. But we do have a free box, so we'll take that. Thank you. Ooh. To be honest, I'd rather avoid a fight if I can. But I have no qualms about fighting.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
I'd never really used the corruption arrows before this playthrough, so it's like, these things are good. Thank you. Especially if you have a whole... Whoa! Ah! Where'd you come from? Well, we'll override you anyway. You might need a mount. But yeah, I never actually used the corruption arrows in my initial playthroughs because I didn't really care for them, but Now I know how good they can be.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here.
Nope. Alright, so we'll grab this desk, check the campfire, probably grab the vessel, corrupt the zone, vantage point. Oops. Wait, you can attack on him. Okay, so you can use your mounts to attack. I did not know that. Alright, there's data over here. I didn't mean to do that one. Never mind, whatever. Odyssey Injustice. Ooh, this one's a lengthy one as well. What does Odyssey say about who we value? Yep. Talking about the little rocket launch program that some rich guys were fixing up. But again, since it's a long one, if you want to read it, just pause it here. I'll scroll down here in a moment, and I'll see you when you get back. Yeah, well. Yes, the project will accept donations by wealthy individuals, but donations will not buy a seat. Yeah, that's not usually how it works, but oh well. Yeah, the vast majority of the Odyssey's human passengers will not be old, rich, and smug, but very young, as in embryonic. Yeah, so fertilized eggs, basically. So I think it's an attempt to counter any negative publicity, I would say. Yeah, it's probably going to be more of those data pads. Yep, this one right here.
I'm able to take them out one by one if I stay out of sight. Eclipse, just like he said.
Oh, I did not did not realize there's enemies right there. Anyway, let's read this real quick. Then we'll get to the surprise enemy ambush. All right. Funeral for an obsolete future, an odyssey to nowhere. From 5 nations, stand before the office of Odyssey, Euro West. Yep. Hands clasped seldomly in their waist or held stiffly at their hands. Yeah, well. That's no more. This will be abandoned in orbit. Personnel will collect, for instance. So I guess the Odyssey failed? Or failed to go anywhere. It might be in orbit, but... Okay. Yes. I did not realize there's people right here.
I've got to get the demons raised before the ground freezes again.
Should we just take him out? You patrol, looks like, yeah.
Get over here! She's coming! eyes on him. No one disappears without.
That's glass.
Get behind something! Search the area, brothers. All of it.
Okay, so it wasn't glass.
This is it for you.
Okay. I did not. I did not notice these guys here, so it's a good thing Aloy spotted them, or the focus spotted them. All right. Grab what's in here. See if we can't get inside. We probably can't, or I don't know how. There we go. There's a door right there. Okay. All right. It's like a little guard post. All right. There's a stash right there. And the metal vessels. Okay, it's just beyond that.
Right where he said it would be.
Ropecaster. Okay.
Not
We'll
a
take
bad
it.
selection. I'll put those to use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him.
Yes, damn him so. Let's... It's quick save and metal vessels right there. Okay. That was easy to find. It's right here. Ta-da! Metallurgic. Okay. Let's do the corrupted zone. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, but knowing my luck, it's going to be something terrible. Ravager, Fire Bellowback. I don't want him. I want that. Sorry, it's too far. It's like 2 Ravagers and a Bellowback. That's what it looks like. All right. Definitely doable, but it's going to be a pain in the butt. And this should be a ropecaster. We don't care for that. Okay. Trying to think of what I want to do. We definitely need to take their... Was that a Sawtooth? No, it's a Ravager. Okay. So first order of business is take the little guns off the Ravagers. Probably tie them down. And then go for the Bellowback. Try to explode him. Oh, he's weak to frost. Okay. I guess they have their base weaknesses and strengths. All right. Get the ropecaster ready. Actually, we want not the blastling. This one, maybe. Yeah. So we can set them on fire quickly. All right. just go in there, or do we want to set up trap first? Yeah, we'll set up a trap first. I know. I should just go in guns blazing, but where's the fun in that? It's always fun going in guns blazing. Nah, we'll leave it. Okay. You're gonna set on fire, which is fine. Taking chunks of damage. Oh, he's going this way. Alright. Well, if you're gonna come over here, might as well. Get that cannon off. Give it some time. Oh, flamethrower. Ah, missed. Come on. No, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted either. Ah. Alright, you should probably die from fire. Come on. You. Alright, you guys are still burning or tied down. Come on, thank you. Come over here.
Holding.
Yeah. Come over there. Ow. I forgot. Ah, fitting end. Corruption zone done. Not too much of a hassle.
The snow's got a bite out here.
I hope it does. Or I bet it does, I mean. I think we can grab our reward. Back hearts. And I think that's all the corruption zones, at least in the base game. I think. Let me see. Yeah, looks like it's all the corruption zones. Yep. That's all of them. So that's all the corruption zones, base game. Might be one or two in the DLC, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But right now, I need to get to the vantage points. Yeah, shell walkers, I know. I probably have to climb a mountain to get to him. Get to it. And it's getting dark. Oh, I see it. It's on that ledge right there. Okay. Alright, just gotta climb the mountainside, get to the thing, so we get the vantage point, and then we can do the mission. It's like this jump right here. Alright, vantage points, second to last. Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day one. Where better to start than at the end? Or where the end started, anyway. Ground zero, where it all came crashing down. My career first, then everything else. And I mean everything.
So I guess whatever ended the world started here at the Pharaoh's Automated Solutions. And again, there should be a really long text log on the bottom. Yeah. Well, not as long as some of them have been, but again, if you want to read it, just pause it here. I will scroll down here in a moment, so I'll see you when you're done. Okay, so yep, it's one of the places he stopped by to record. And it's like, yeah, it was nice when it started, but then it kind of sucked at the end. All right. this showed up because he had the green rope caster, but we don't need it, so we're gonna sell it. Okay. Grab our supplies. And we'll just fast travel back here and then do the mission. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but hey, you're still here. Nice. Okay, so let's go in, huh? And hopefully we can find that metal vessel along the way. I hope I don't have to stealth this section.
Corrupted watchers. Acting as guards. The Eclipse and corrupted machines. Cooperating. One happy family.
Yep. I have a feeling whatever's influencing the Eclipse is controlling the machines. Bunch of rats. Yeah, some rats up there. Alright. So what's the game plan? Should we try and stealth our way through, or we just, guns blazing? We'll give stealth a try. It's gonna end horribly. I already know that. But let's see. So these guys are stationary. He patrols in a circle. The Watchers, and there's a guy over there. There's probably more guys as we go deeper into the ruins, but we'll give this a try. We'll give stealth a try. But don't expect it to go swimmingly. I do have stealth garment on, but I don't know how well it will actually help. Well, if we get to that pile of grass over there, we should be okay. For that Watcher to go away. And it's going to be more people up there. pretty, but it worked. Alright, so... might have to do a sneak attack on that watcher over there as it patrols. Wait for it to go that way and we'll try and sneak up on it. Don't know how well it would go, but let's try it.
These dig sites, they're massive. An explosion.
Or that works, whatever. I know. I'm waiting for this watcher to... yeah, there's more people. Yeah, this stealth mission's gonna fail here in a moment.
Bad
Eyes on me,
days,
brothers!
I was in the grass. We all gonna agree I was in the grass, right? Alright, so stealth failed, but we got pretty far, I like to think. Whatever.
World's going white.
Yeah, it's called snow. Alright, let's put our combat armor back on. Nice. Alright.
All these ruins. What did the old ones do here?
Made the world end, that's what they did.
Is something out there?
Yeah, it's called a spear. Oh, hello.
Character
Hello, Mr. Corruptor. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted. Ah, come on. Thank you. Now, Mr. Corruptor. Burn. Oops. Not too soon. Again, too soon. It's its little core. Was not expecting a corruptor right here, but I should have known. Where there's corrupted machines, there's corruptors. Alright. Grab our loot. Probably restock. Thank you. Okay. Corruptor took me by surprise, but thank God for the ropecaster. Took him out of the fight for like a minute, so I can pick off everybody else, so that's nice. Alright, tag the metal vessel just so I get a general idea when we're close. We could have gone this way the whole time. Coming through here, through the back, and through the side. Wow. Could have avoided that first section over there entirely. Oh well. Alright, so this is where the sound was coming from, huh? That's what's over here. It's been a while since I played, so I'm like not quite sure what's gonna happen. And here's the last metal vessel. Thunderheads. Cool. Alright, what do we have here? Something's
Another
fighting.
explosion.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving, and be quick about it. No daydreaming. Soon this demon will be up and running. Another Deathbringer to fill up the ranks.
A Deathbringer. Unearthed ancient weapons platform. Built to deliver overwhelming firepower, prone to overheating. Yep. Repeater cannons, cooling cores, which are the weak points. Core is also a weak point, but I think it's a bigger weak point than the cooling rods. Destroying these, I think, will overheat faster. Yep, it's got flamethrowers, grenade launchers, vents. Destroy these, it'll overheat faster. Gun turrets, swarm launchers, like little rocket launchers. Yeah, I think these immobilize the machine. And a heavy cannon. Yeah, so lots of weapons. Yeah. And no, they cannot be overwritten. At least not that I'm aware of. Yeah, cannot be override. Override impossible. Shucks. But they are weak to shock. Wow. Okay.
Has to be one of the Deathbringers Olin talked about. Fitting name.
That's...
I'll never get into that tower. Unless I destroy that thing first.
Yep. First thing we gotta do is gotta kill the people around it. I want him, whatever. Alright, so it's just an arena fight. Oh. Well. Take care of the sentries. See if he... Perfect. As long as that thing doesn't get up, we should be okay. Let's see if we can't take you out.
Focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
I'll handle it. Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
They are. We need to get that thing off first.
Fall before the
You're dead already? Wow.
I think I'm in the clear.
Okay.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it.
That was actually a lot easier than I remember. Might have been because
Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way inside the tower.
Alright. So we'll keep going. It'll probably go a bit longer this episode just because I want to finish this mission up. I don't want to stop halfway. And I remember this guy being a lot tougher. Well, he was also immobilized. He was missing a few of his weapons. And it probably helped that that one cultist with the blaze backpack. It probably helped when I detonated that thing. All right. I was hoping to get his heart, but I guess not. Thank you. I think we might need his heart for something. I wouldn't be surprised if we need it for the armor that I want, but I guess. All right. Let's get going.
Getting soaked from melted snow.
Well, no. Let's get our supply, get our reward. Gotta loot everything. All the loot belongs to me. Thank you. Okay. Alright, now let's get going.
Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
All right. Bunker discovered. Pharaoh's Automated Solutions. So probably the first humans in here in what, like a century? No, it's gotta be longer than that.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Pharaoh. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Wait. 350,000 years? Okay, my guess was way off. By like a factor of 100. Alright, let's okay, Can't go that way. Can't go that way either. Oh, maybe. Nope. Okay. We gotta keep our eye out for a battery of some sort. A power source for the bunker. Hmm. Alright, let's check this room out. Supplies. Data pad. Entangled waveforms.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
Sounds bad indeed. I wonder what kind of machines we're talking about. Alright. So we came in that way. It's pointing us that way. Let's go this way. Door? There's nothing in here, huh? Okay. And nothing back here. Cool. Just confirming. Okay. Alright, so that first audio log, they lost control of machines, and apparently the encryption on it's greater than military grade, so with no backdoor, which is terrible. Always have a backup. Yep. Like a hard-coded, hard-wired feature that it can't exist without. Go to Ter Pharos' office. I guess...
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
Yeah, I guess so. What's in here? Anything in here? Not that I can tell. Oh, supply box. All right. Wait. No, health potions. Okay, never mind. Jeez, man. This is probably the thing that was talking.
Welcome to Faro
Yeah, okay.
Automated Solution.
It was the thing that was talking. Reception log. Let's see. Not too bad. again, if you want to read it, just pause it here, and I'll scroll it down here in a moment. Field Commandant, da da da. From da. All right. Yeah, I guess they wanted coffee badly. That they were willing to force people off the land, I guess. All right. All right, so the way up, I guess.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
More reading, I guess. No, it's data files. All right, so we'll start with Elizabeth Sobek. Okay, not too long, but dense. Again, if you want to read it, just pause it here. I'll scroll down to the last few lines here in a moment. I'll see you when you're done. All right. Yeah, it's basically just a quick biographical summary. Achievements here, stuff there. Ted Farrow's probably similar, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so I guess guy who started a company, worked with Sobek to reverse climate stuff, and then he pivoted to military tech. She was against it, left, blah, blah, blah. Ferris Automated Solutions. Man, it's another long one. Was probably about how Farrow started a robot company. It grew. I worked with Sobek to restore the planet. All right, but again, if you want to read it, just pause here, and I'll scroll it down here in a moment. Yep. Hailed as a hero with green technology, but he made the money in the military. Defense contracts, that's where the money's at. That's just definition of a corporation. So, all right. Anything in these rooms? Nope. Just need to keep our eye out on any power things. Oh, another data pad. Tooling.
Now I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me. We will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, but then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Well, my guess is that they lost control of their initial war machines, the self-automated stuff, and it did not go well. They had to use analog, human-driven machines in order to combat them, I guess. That's my projections so far. I guess it's, yep, okay.
The air. There's no smell to it, not even old death. Nothing natural.
Mm-hmm. What are you letting me see? Oops. Okay, I don't think that's anything. Random room or the way forward?
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Alright, I don't know which way is forward. Assuming the way I just came when was forward. Let's see what's this way. Red lights? Red lights not good. Supply cache? Don't mind if I do.
Can't spare the weight.
I think it was just a health potion. Yeah, okay. Alright. So that was the way forward over there, so that's a good thing I came back. So we came from that way, we go this way. We check out this data pad. Complaint. It's another text. Not too bad. Okay. If you want to read it, just pause it here and I'll scroll it down here in a moment. Alright, so the whole coffee fight thing, and they want people to fight in this. Why? Because they fight with combat machines. And what do we sell? Combat machines. Yeah. Supplying both sides is a tricky balance. Because if one side finds out, you're kind of screwed. Unless you're the sole supplier for everything, in which case they don't have a choice. Oh. Ooh, that spooked me. Okay. We're probably meant to kind of fall down. But that... Ooh, that was spooky. Okay, so we can get back to the ground floor.
Looks like I can climb here.
Wait a minute. Okay. I thought there was a prompt. Let's go this way. Supply cache. Give me all your things. Aloy, play along. Thank you.
Made it.
Yes, we did. Let's not have any more jump scares, okay? That might be the way forward. Well, that definitely is. Let's see. Anything in here? Nope. Anything over here? Yes. A data pad. Another text log. This one's a lengthy one. All right. All non-such systems have entered hibernation. Full lockdown has been initiated. Violent protests targeting the campus. All right, so if you want to read it, just pause it here and scroll down here in a moment. And I'll see you when you get back. Okay. So I guess there was protests outside and they put the building to lockdown kind of thing. Intense security in and out. So something must have happened.
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
My guess is the loss of control of automated machines. That's my guess. Which probably resulted in a lot of conflict, loss of life. Alright, another text log. Not too bad. Da-da-da. Okay. Probably can't quite understand what they're talking about, but from spiritual summit, probably some retreat or some sort. All right. Let's go this way first. Well, yeah, let's go this way first. Checking the periphery first, and then we'll go to the center. I don't see anything. All right. We'll start here and then go that way.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions. From 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds Sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
Well, yes, that's how it does it. Okay. It's more of the... All right, so this one is...
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
Now we're getting to the core of the problem. If these machines were free of their own devices, just imagine what kind of end of the world, probably.
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Oh, man. So you had the Scarab for your reconnaissance and probably interdiction kind of stuff, hit and run tactics. Khopesh is your mainline battle force with the Horus in the back line, just pumping out more of both as needed. And retooling them with weapons suited for the resistance on the ground. Man.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Yeah. There are questions regarding, autonomous warfare and all that jazz. Like, should the machines be allowed their own force?
Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Okay. Yeah. Autonomous
Plants
warfare.
can find a way to hang on up here. Guess I can too.
Well, we're not plants, okay? Oop. Is this the way forward? Probably. Alright, so let's see what this way is. Or is that just a different way? I don't want to miss anything, but I don't want to double guess myself. That's probably death, I would say. Well,
At least the chill's gonna keep me alert.
oof, okay. I'm just curious where this goes. Where's the supply crate? Okay, that just brought us back down. Okay. 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 So let me see where this goes. Oh, it just brings us right back here. Okay, okay. So what's the point in the other way then? Different ways to get here, maybe? Who knows? Alright, so we get here. No, never mind. Whatever. If it's just regular supply crates, we don't really care. Guarding the rumors.
Since the began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
Yep, and we lost control of them. I think they gained independence, probably be the better word for it. Whatever. At least we I could kind of see what happened, what caused the end. Theros created self-replicating war machines, autonomous war machines, and they lost control of them. Hence why they shifted to man-operated weaponry, because the Scarabs could, enslave other machines to its own devices. So you can't send robots against them, because otherwise they'll just take control of it. Hence the human operating. Can't take control of humans, at least not directly. keep going. All hands on deck. Gina Zimmerman. All right. Done. Neither do I. Because this morning there's a little island. Now it's that a stray Hearts Timor unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. Bring that official court related lawsuits on 227. Private companies, also a bunch of individuals. Yep. I guess it's the beginning. Yeah, a stray unit was seen chowing down on orchards. Well, they did say they had biomass converters, so I'm assuming they could take organic substances and turn into a fuel source. And if they could do that, then I can see where the problem starts. The problem's at. Let's see what this is. Supplies. This probably just goes up to where we were going. I think, maybe, hopefully. Okay, why is that here? Alright, I don't want to know. Okay, maybe it didn't go up here. Supply cache. All right, up we go, up we go. I wouldn't eat that Aloy. It's probably, 350,000-year-old meat. Alright, it's not a dead end. Benda Sea incident. Dolphin vid. That's our big steaming pile. Apparently, a fisherman at the first captured video of a Hortz Timor Horse unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline on a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Ooh, okay, so they can chow down on people. Not to get graphic, but it looked like what happens inside a blender. Oh my god. Pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Oh god. But it's still propagating, yeah. Oh yeah. When your rogue machines start blending up dolphins, you know you have a problem. You know you have a serious problem. This might have led to, okay. Anything in here? Nope, okay. Yep, biomass converter, taking organic substances.
All it takes is a few good handholds.
Oh, go up. Okay.
All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Six percent power remaining.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
I mean, something big must have happened.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
That is a good question. What did she do to stop the robots? It must not have been good, considering his reaction. I can tell you that. Oh, it actually goes up even more. Let's check it out before we go down. This one's going to be a long one. I didn't mean for it to be so long, but I didn't realize this mission went so long. A power cell.
Another power cell.
Nice.
This should help me get to that ancient armor.
Alright, that was actually a good thing we did. We climbed up here. Alright. So that was very good. Very good.
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
Hey, we have priorities. Alright, I see your point.
Alright, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her. Or why the Eclipse is trying to kill me. Or who Hades is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
So he just hits the connect button when he wants to talk to us.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
But I'm guessing you at least worked with them, maybe. Hence why you know a lot about them, but...
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
That's true. Our first Deathbringer was half functioning. It only had its weapons, not its legs. Well, most of its weapons, anyway.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
Oh, that's... maybe, but it doesn't explain how we're still here. Alright, that's enough.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Yep, and it is... oop, wrong map. Let's see, world map. Oh, can't get out. Okay. Well, actually, we gotta go to 0. There we go. Go to the Grave Horde. Okay, so it's underneath here. This just leads to the DLC, which I don't want to do just yet. We do have a little campfire right out there, so getting there shouldn't be too hard. But first things first, let's get out of here, and then we'll call it an episode. Alright, where does it put us? Down here. So we have a little zip line. A supply box. Goody goody. Yeah, I walk up to the...
Still clear soon. Like breath on the air.
I walk up to those doors because I'm not quite sure if we could pry them open or something. So. Alright. Anything out here? Okay. I think that way's out. I think. Excuse me, rats. That's just leading back in. What am I doing? Where am I going? Alright, I think I know where we are. Alright, let me just get to the next campfire. Well, you know what? We're out of there, so let's just fast travel here, call an episode, because it's gone way long than I care to go. But anyway. Yeah, I didn't want to stop that mission halfway through because that would have been meh. But fine, we'll go to Meridian. We need to stop by Meridian anyway. Gotta stop by Meridian to trade in our stuff, but we'll do that next episode because I'd rather get this one done. Quick save. All right. Call an episode right here. Ooh, this one went on way longer than I anticipated, but again, I didn't want to stop that Maker's End halfway through. That would have just been... Meh. Probably could have, but I rather did not. So yeah, so it's nice, what? Ooh, almost 2 hours long. Anyway. Yep. Collected the last of the collectibles, the last of the corrupted zones, and then we did Maker's End. Maker's End. Yep, saw the Eclipse dig up a Deathbringer, which we later found out was a Kopesh, one of the Chariot Line Pharaoh's robots. And then after that, we made our way into Pharaoh's Automated Systems headquarters. And we climbed up. Picked up a lot of information. Like the old ones built autonomous, self-replicating robots that converted biomass into fuel. Pretty much organic compounds into fuel. So people, plants, animals, all that jazz is fair game. And somewhere along the way, they lost control of at least a horse, at least one little swarm. And that's the beginning of the end. Yep. The self-replicating part means it'd be very difficult to defeat them in straight-up fight, just because they'll keep throwing numbers at you till you grind down. And the fact that they can convert biomatter into fuel just means they'll never stop. Hence why Pharaoh switched to personnel-operated weapons to combat the rogue swarm. Yep, and those metal devils we saw in the mountains are actually horses. BOR7 horses. And the little corruptors are scarabs. And Deathbringers are Kopeshes. So that explains the end of the old ones, the end of the world, or at least a threat to the end of the world. Somehow Elizabeth Sobek, our mother, found a way to stop them. And we're trying to figure that out. So, yes, covered a lot of stuff, but still have some questions that need answering. And next episode, we'll actually start out gathering or trading in the collectibles for their little reward boxes. And we'll probably open up all of them all at once. There should be 9 boxes in total that will open up. I wonder what's inside, because I don't remember what they gave us, if anything. And after that, we'll head back to the bunker with the ancient armor, because we did find our second power cell at the top of Pharaoh's automated systems. So it's a good thing we climbed up to the very top to find it. So we'll go back to the bunker, restore some power. I wouldn't be surprised if it told us to go find some more power cells. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But yep, and then after that, we'll go to the Grave Horde, to U.S. Robot Command. Well, at least it confirms that we're somewhere. I want to say we're somewhere in U.S. mountain, like in the Rocky Mountains somewhere, probably. I want to say this represents the Rocky Mountains, I think. But just based on some of the dialogue that they said. Yep. So we'll gather up a reward, check out the bunker, and then continue on the main story. But hopefully this next one won't be so long. Won't be as long, hopefully. So, but until then, that's all for another episode, and I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.